Yeah, hello, welcome to Spicy Excel. Yeah, this is another report that I've created for school. This one is for SHS. The other one I showed the other time was for GHS, but this particular one is for one teacher. Maybe a teacher teaching only maybe social studies or whatever. But because I teach maths, I did it to suit only maths. So it's core maths and elective maths. So I teach both core maths and elective maths. So let's say my classes are 5 or whatever. So mostly a maximum of 5 classes. Because if you exceed 5 or 6, it's tedious. That one, I don't think the whole week you can even meet all of them. Um, so I did it for to suit my class. But again, you can edit it unless maybe I change the subject. But aside that, you can also change the classes. So my class, the classes here is a list. Yeah. So this is the classes uh, that I teach. So you select the class. Please, I'm not saying that this is the real classes I teach. This is just a demo. So when you get here, the tabs, you see that these are the classes for each semester, semester 1 and 2, semester 1 and 2, semester 1 and 2. But we have core maths. As you go far right, you'll see elective maths semester 1 and semester 2. The names of the students will be typed here. So that is for this. So this one, the first one for instance, I've put in some names, and that is what is reflecting here. So these are the names. You can see that one name has been highlighted. That means that person is having the highest score in the class. So let me choose another class and let's see. This is core maths semester 1. When you come here, you see core maths. This is semester 1, and these are the marks. When we go to semester 2 core maths, it's only one that has been filled. So let's check. So okay, core maths semester 2. So let me choose 2. Okay, so when I choose 2, you see it's only one student that has been filled and that has been highlighted. And if I choose elective maths, yeah, I think it's 2 for semester 2. Let me choose elective maths semester 1. Okay, so this is it. Now let me change the class. This is the same names. You think maybe they are there, they are static. They are not static. When I change the class to science 1B, okay, okay, hold on. Okay, so let's change it and see. Yeah, when you change it to science 1B, look at what is happening. The science 1B is only uh, one person. I think, let me check. Um, but all the same, I made some mistake here. So all the same, but all the same, it is getting the same. It's getting the same index number from science 1B. When we come to 2A, there's nothing there. So let's select 2A and see Yeah, you see that there's nothing here. So as you select the classes, it depends on your registration for the class. So if I go to 2G and register names there, and I come here, you will see the names here. So let's see, 2G. If I type in some names, um, in the names too, even if you type it small like this, or names are, even if you mix them up, you're supposed to change, yeah, to capitals. So when I come to general 2G, you see that it has changed it to capital, and that is the only person we have filled for. Yeah, for that 2G. I think for which elective maths semester 1. So 2G elective maths semester 1. Yeah, you have filled something here. So you can see it's very dynamic, and you can tweak or you can change things the way you want it. Now let's see, this is general 2G. You can see I can also change it to, let me change one of them. Let's see this one. So this one has some, let me change this. So let's say um, age. Please look here, you can see it's science 2B. I've changed it to agric 2B. As I press enter, look at what will happen. Press enter, you see that it has changed to agric 2B. It means you can change the classes to your needs, just that here you have to follow some naming convention. If it's agric, you use ag, then underscore, then you add the class number, maybe 2A, 2B, 2C, whatever, 1A, 1B. It must follow the same naming convention. So AG for agric, SC for science, GA for general arts, BU for business, HE for home econs. So if I change it to HE, yeah, you see that it has changed to home econs. Yeah, so that is it. So when I come to my list, you think maybe it won't reflect here. To reflect, you see home econs 2B. So you see now these people are now in home econs. All right. So that is it. So that is for this one. When you come here, you can see the program and the class code and whatever. So as you change them here, they change here too. You see that the class is B class home 2. So if I change the home econs, so when you come here, you see that home econs 2B. Let me go and change it again to business 3B, and let's go there. You see it has changed, 3B business, then form 3 business. So if I change it to, let's see, C, maybe. Okay, so I come here, you see C class C form 3. So like that, it is very flexible. Then the grading system too, you can come and change them here. The grading system, you can come and change them here. This one is for you to change the way you want it. So this is just to spice up your appetite or make you do more with Excel. Whenever I'm sitting down idle, I just try to play around Excel to just to tweak certain things to see. For instance, this tabs that you change, and then this, the name changes on the cell. Mostly we use VBA to do that, but I didn't use VBA because mostly when you give it to people to use it, it's either gives them problems, doesn't work, or a whole lot. So I try to tweak something that is not using VBA. So that is it. That is it for today. So until then, have a nice day.